in honor of Big Bear, Papa Bear. You can't make this up. He calls his cult bears, which is a gay thing. His comedy is essentially just sitting there and saying gay over and over and over and over. And if that's not enough, he has to extend it to even more disgusting gay stuff. So then it gets into penis and cum and on and on and on. That's the comedy. That's the level of the comedy that we're talking about. So let's listen to Big Bear's latest stream.
Nope. I love chicken wings, nigger. That's pretty good of me, dude.
Owen Benjamin's comedy is killing it.
Jake, go and get that second bottle. I know you can hear. $100 dono.
We
Come
have
on.
a second bottle.
Nice, dude. Figure it out, dude. Dude, I got the chicken wings, nigger. Let's figure it out, dude.
Killing it,
That's so
dude.
good to me.
Owen Benjamin is next level high IQ comedy. You don't get it because he's actually making fun of you and you don't get it.
I love chicken wings.
In other words, he's playing a character that if you think the comedy is funny, it's actually you that's retarded. You're the joke. That's why it's so high tier. It's so meta. None of us can even grasp it. It's so smart, dude. But he's killing over. He always looks just like this guy here. It's so like matted. He's like oily, dude. What's with the matted hair? And I've been saying the whole time that the dude is a drunk. Dude, I don't drink, dude. I don't drink, dude. I don't drink, dude. Penis, cum, dude. Jay Dyer, cum. Gay. Jay Dyer, penis gay. This guy's penis gay. That's all it is. For an hour. And his 80 IQ audience is literally just in stitches. Oh, the funniest shit ever. Oh my gosh. Oh my. He's Owen from Star Wars. Remember Uncle Owen? Uncle Owen in Peru. Drunk Uncle Owen. Okay. Literally right here. Look, Uncle Owen even had the flannels. This dude is literally Drunkle Owen from Star Wars. Look, even got the same streaming glasses. I never liked Uncle Owen. Now I know why. It's predictive programming for Drunkle Owen Benjamin. This psychotic weirdo. Now this dude, again, Jay Dyer has me blocked. Will somebody tell him I will debate on every topic? Even a topic that we agree on. Yeah, sure. So now he wants to debate every topic. Previously, he didn't want to do any debates on any topics. And, oh, you mean the guy that blocked me? This guy is ridiculous. He's just trolling you, dude. It's like 90,000 IQ trolling. Yeah, like Trump is doing 90,000 IQ QAnon planning. That's the level of what you guys think. Dude, this is so high too. Dude, this is high too. Trolling. Now, again, he doesn't even know what we do over here. He's never watched a stream. The last time he commented on me was a couple years ago saying that I'm Roman Catholic. He doesn't even know what we are. He thinks Catholics he thinks that we're Roman Catholic commentators. He put up a thing attacking what he thought was Orthodox saints, and it was a Roman Catholic saint. This person is a complete retard. But he's a comedian. Now, he's not a comedian. He is actually the one that didn't make it in Hollywood, left to become a live streamer. And that's why I called him the Gen X boomer, because he's out of touch with what we do. So he found a video of me singing cringecore songs and said, this is Jay Dyer's audition for Hollywood. It was in Vegas. It was our own live event. I've never auditioned for anything in Hollywood. Totally insane. He has 50 videos on Eyes Wide Shut. We have maybe 3 or 4. He knows symbolism and the only correct way to worship Jesus. Now, all of the Orthodox Church claims to be. So it's not just my claim that Orthodoxy is the proper way to worship Jesus. It's literally the claim of the largest, second largest group of Christians in the world. And by the way, the Roman Catholics, who are the largest group of so-called Christians in the world, also agree that Orthodox have the right worship of God. So you could actually include over 1 billion people that agree that Orthodoxy possesses the correct way to worship God. Now, again, this is a person who believes and constantly says that Jesus is not divine. He is not a divine person. You don't worship Jesus. He's a rabid anti-Trinitarian. He constantly attacks the Trinity, says it is a gay relationship. So we're talking about a person who's an actual, literal blasphemer. And when I called out this blasphemy, which should be called out because a lot of his idiot followers think that he's a Protestant Christian. No, you can't be a Trinitarian and be any kind of anti-Trinitarian and be any kind of Christian. Any Trinitarian denial does not even qualify you as Protestant. Okay. It's not even classical Protestantism. Now, this dude also has constantly talked about past gay experiences, which is crazy because then he calls everyone gay and constantly obsesses on gay stuff. That's all he talks about. So, yes, I will do a debate. We'll find a subject where we disagree. The things listed were mostly stuff that I think he even knows I probably agree with, right? Basic bitch conspiracy stuff. Now, you mentioned a couple things. And by the way, if you don't believe that this dude is actually legitimately
Again,
a blasphemer, here he is talking about the Trinity being a gay relationship.
I know I'm yelling, but people enjoy this. Trinity is Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost? Right, so how do you make the baby without a vagina? Well, Big Bear, everyone knows that a dad and a son make a...
This dude is so out of touch. This dude still thinks it's 2016. So he's doing Cartman voices. He's doing like shit that wasn't even funny in 2016 because people have been doing this stupid ass Cartman voice since the 2000s. And he still does this routine like it's funny for his cave tard audience of bear tards, right? And by the way, one of the bear tards came on and said, the ortho bros are missing teeth. They can't even talk. Literally, when you go to bear profiles, you'll find backwoods, hermit, hobo level dudes without teeth. You can't make this up. They're actually missing teeth in living in a van down by the river, calling ortho bros toothless inbred rednecks. I'm noticing a pattern here. Actually did the gay stuff, calls everyone gay. Actually failed out of Hollywood, calls everybody else a Hollywood failure. Actually living in a van down by the river, calling everybody toothless van down by the river livers.
baby if they're haunted by a ghost. Really? You think an organization haunted by pedophilia may want to avoid the whole father-son ghost thing? Big Bear, that offends me.
Oh my god. Now I am sorry, folks. I am sorry, but you guys, I realized when he just said that, I realized that that is probably what he got told by the priest when he was a kid. About the Holy Ghost being the joiner between a father and a son. That's probably what his priest told him as a kid. As he was being allegedly molested.
I'm more offended by child rape. All right, think of the Trinity in this manner. Christ and his Father, the God of the universe, are not one entity. They are separate, but as one, as a man is to his wife. Okay, a father to his son, like a man to his wife. You sure you want to say that?
So this retard thinks that analogies literally equate in every component or in every trait. This is like literally the lowest level Muslim critique. And by the way, this guy actually pushes Islamic stuff and Islamic ideas. He lives allegedly near a bunch of Mormons. This guy's actually just a Mormon. I mean, I'm actually thinking that the more arguments I hear, Jesus isn't God, there's different gods, but also polygamy is cool and Islam sounds legit. The dude's basically just his own little Mormon. Sex cult, sex stuff, obsession with that. So that's actually what's going on. And that's why he actually appeals to like retards that have never heard his older stuff. They don't know what he actually says and what he said like since 2016, 2017, because they just saw a clip of him recently. Right. So they don't know all this crazy shit that he said over the years, all the gay stuff and the like drinking turpentine or whatever crazy shit he said in 2020. All the other like schizo numerology shit that he talks about. I mean, this guy's just like out there, right? So that's why when I offered in the past to debate real topics, he then went and debated E. Michael Jones and Jim Bob. Okay. And when they debated the Trinity, it was a disaster. Like this guy has absolutely no understanding of anything whatsoever. That's why people then say, "Oh, but you see, you don't understand. He's like super high tier, and it's all just like meta trolling." No, it's not. He actually doesn't know anything about what he's talking about, but he thinks he has this like 1080 IQ. All the guy does is literally just repeat penis, gay, cum all over. That's all he does. Like there is no comedy there. The stole my bike routine. He's been like hinging everything on this one act for 15 years. That's like the only thing he does or talks about that's actually funny. I've listened to when he popped up on the scene in 2016, 2017. I reached out because he was on Lord Voldemort, and I was like, "Hey, you want to come on a podcast sometime?" And I think one of his scheduler people or somebody replied, and then I never heard back. So then we never heard anything. I never heard anything back again until he decides he's anti-Trinitarian around 2018, 19. And he decides he wants to start debating Trinitarians and refuting the deity of Christ. So he starts using Muslim arguments. You can find countless clips of him with Muslims pushing Islam and pushing denying the deity of Christ. The dude's actually, I mean, it's actually something spiritual going on. There's a problem. And so he blames any form of Christianity that looks liturgical, right? Because this whole thing is if you wear vestments, you're wearing dresses, you're all gay. Again, this is from the dude who's done the gay stuff, actually, right? As he admits the stories that he's told. But he blames Christianity and hates God the Father and hates Christianity because to him it represents some sort of gay trauma to him. Now, that's very unfortunate if it's even true. Who knows if that shit's even true? It could just be full of shit. But I mean, why do you think he like is over here promoting Daniel Hakikachu? Let me show you. Because a lot of his new followers don't even know
The Trinity
this.
is like it's like a big claim. The word Trinity doesn't even exist in the Bible.
Oh, whoa, bro. Mind blown. The word Trinity. Yeah, the word Bible's not in the Bible. What's wrong? Okay. I'll text it to you. So let's watch this.
And the Trinity thing caused so much insanity in my life where I was like, yeah, so who did Jesus pray to then? Like, how can you be yourself and your dad? And everyone's like, and I'm like, what? And then I realized, and that's why when you said you're not Christian, it's like, that's what they kept telling me. They're like, the only thing that makes you Christian is this one thing that you don't agree with. And I'm like, that's nuts. I'm like, I can make a great argument from the New Testament that Jesus and God are separate. I don't understand the Trinity. Like, I don't understand how you can be three things at the same time, but not change shape. Like, maybe I have autism, but I'm like, that doesn't make any sense to me. The Trinity is like it's like a big claim. The word Trinity doesn't even exist in the Bible. And
so you can see why he would be on with Muslims. He's literally just repeating the Muslim arguments against Christianity, which are, again, as everyone knows, super low tier. We've addressed every single top Muslim except for a couple of the recent top Muslims, which we will be debating very soon. So we'll be at DebateCon this weekend in Dallas debating two Muslims, maybe even a third. I don't even recall. There's just infinity debates, dude. Infinity debates are coming up. And as you can see, his whole shtick and grift has been to essentially borrow and grift and rip off dumb, low-tier sectarian arguments. That's why his following is made up of a lot of Protestant evangelicals who don't actually know that he actually says this, and that also don't know anything about theology and think that theology is for Spurgs, and and you just like I looked at a lot of the bear profiles today as we were going to go live, and many of them are evangelical quote Jesus followers. They just follow Jesus, and they say just pray to Jesus, bro. So they don't even realize what Christianity is. They think also like him that you just kind of make it up as you go, and it really doesn't matter what the theology is because it's just homesteading and Unitarianism and goats and gay jokes. That's just the extent of what it means to be a Christian in these retards' mind. Again, as I promise you, when they say that the ortho bros are missing teeth, when you go to their profiles, you will actually see homesteader dudes living in vans down by the river without teeth. I shit you not. I promise you. So everything that you get, I know this is overused, it's all projection. He doesn't make it in Hollywood. Therefore, I tried out for Hollywood. The video was my own event in Vegas. It wasn't a tryout for Hollywood. I've never tried out for Hollywood in anything. It's crazy. So he wanted to start his own Mormon Muslim adjacent Unitarian sect, and that's exactly what it is. So again, go watch the debate with Jim Bob. This guy got just absolutely trounced. It damaged him to the point of just vicious hatred for Jim Bob and for Andrew for the next several years because he lost so bad. And now he's reemerged to recruit a new crop of retards that don't know his past and his insane levels of cult grifting. So that's why all of this has popped off. And the only reason he's popped up to do this is because I was on Tucker, right? So he didn't care, give a shit about anything I said for the last several years, but now he needs some more attention. And he's mad that my Tucker interview is the most popular of Tucker's interviews in the last 3 to 4 weeks. So that's what's going on. And it's really crazy too how many of his followers are just absolutely in the dark. Like they don't know anything, bro. They don't know. It's identical to the Candace followers. When we had the Candace cult call in, they don't have a clue about anything. They're super ready to debate. They're ready to shut you down. They know it all. Then when you actually talk to them, they don't know shit, dude. They can't defend anything they